Hi everyone, how are you today? We're going to do some more reading about creatures that live in the ocean. And this one is called Under the Sea. And sea is another word for ocean, kind of like beach. So this is a special book. This is an Usbourne Lift and Look. So that means it has the little flaps that we're going to try and see if we can see what's hidden under the flaps. And as you can see, this is really under the sea, and this is down near one of the coral reefs. And that's what we're going to be doing our craft about today, is coral reefs and the creatures that live there. So you might want to take a peek at what you see in this book, because you might want to use that for your craft later. So we see little orange fish, and we see the coral, the long tall coral and the short coral that lives right along the bottom of the ocean. We see one of those lionfish, and we see a very pretty yellow and blue and white and black fish, but there's so many fish I don't know all of their names. And so this is a story about one of the little orange fish, and this is what he sees as he's swimming around in the ocean. So little fish likes to swim with these friendly dolphins. And so we're seeing these dolphins jumping and talking. And these two are talking to each other. Do you remember what we said that special language was? Echolocation. That's a big word. And then this is another thing that dolphins like to do. Jump up and out of the water. Well, what do you think is hiding down here in the seaweed? A pod of dolphins. And remember, that's what we said a group of dolphins was a pod. And a group of fish is called a school. Now, little fish is hiding down here in the seaweed, and he's hiding from some hungry sharks. And there's all different kinds of sharks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of sharks. My goodness. I can tell you this is a tiger, and this is a killer whale, and that's I think that's a great white, and this one I think is called a whale shark, and he's not a meat eater, he eats plants. Oh, look at these animals. These are our seahorses. And let's look for some baby seahorses. Let's peek behind the seaweed here. Do we have any baby seahorses here? Oh, look at that beautiful seahorse. It's very elaborate looking. Let's look under this seaweed. Oh, there they are. Lots and lots of little baby seahorses. What's hiding behind this one? Oh, 2 more seahorses. This busy place is called a coral reef. Lots of animals live here. And look at all the different kinds of coral they have. These look like tubes. These look like feathery fans. This is another one that's a tube. There's one that's called brain coral. Look at this coral. Remember, they're very hard to the touch, because that's their structure, their house, and all the little animals live inside of that. And then we see all these different fish that live down here among the coral. Here we have lots of little orange fish and some seaweed. And look at all the bright colors also. And then here we have an octopus, and see how he's camouflaging himself on the bottom there. And look at this very colorful striped fish. And then here, that's a beautiful one, isn't it? What's hiding behind this? Oh, some more little orange fish. Lots of sea animals. The fish here are all different shapes and sizes. Here we have one of the puffer fish. Look at this big one. Oh my goodness, he's kind of scary looking. And here's a very pretty one that's pink and white and blue and black and yellow and brown. And then this is a flounder, and he's camouflaging himself. He may look like he's like big and round, but he's really laying right on the bottom of the ocean like this. So he's totally flat. And instead of having an eye on both sides of his body, he has them both on one side so he can look up and see everything all the time. And then here's our lionfish. And there's a starfish or a sea star. And there's one of our sea urchins and some more fish hiding in the coral here. So this is a very, very colorful place under the ocean water. So when we do our craft today, think of what you're going to put on your coral reef.